What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. And while you're at it, smash that like button. Also, hit that post notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. I'm starting to have that thought again, guys. Is it time for me to leave America? Plant my seeds in another country? A couple years ago, I did this same type of video, but under different circumstances. Things have slightly changed over the last, 8 to 10 months. And I'm just trying to figure out where I'm going to get the best quality of life. I'm 57 years old, guys, and I'm starting to think about, my old age. And do I really want to be in a country that is so divided and so in chaos right now? I love America. I'm a proud American, and I want the best for America. But at the moment, I don't know. Is there any light at the end of the tunnel? At least for me. I'm not picking sides on any side of this political thing, guys. I'm not picking sides. I'm just trying to figure out what is the best course of action for me as I go into my older age. I just want a peace of mind, quality of life. I want to feel like I'm safe and I can, express myself and do the things that are important to me. And I don't know, man, things are starting to get a little wobbly to me. You guys may disagree, and that's okay. Again, this is not about me trying to tell you what to do. I'm just kind of sharing with my YouTube audience where my state of mind is and how I'm feeling. Of course, y'all know I'm a investor. I'm trying to build this wealth so that I can later on in life be able to do the things that are most important to me and not have to worry about how I'm gonna pay for them. And America has provided me a great life. I was able to take care of myself and my family. And for the majority of that time, it's been amazing. But somewhere along the way, things are starting to change. And it's not a change that I believe is going to serve the best interest of me and my mental well-being. And I'm just concerned. So yeah, I'm thinking of looking at a few places outside of America. Of course, I would love to keep my American citizenship if I'm able to do that. Who knows what will happen in the future, man? I tell you, things are looking kind of crazy right now. So I don't know, man. I'm just trying to figure out how do I get a peace of mind and a better quality of life from a mental standpoint. It's hard, man, when every TV station you turn on, every time you turn your phone on, every time you go to a restaurant, every time you go anywhere around people, you got this conversation going on about what's happening in America right now. And from my perspective, it just doesn't look like it's getting any better. So I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm a proud American and I love America, but we going through something right now. And I'm just not sure how this thing gonna turn out, guys. I'm concerned and worried about that. I don't know how this thing is going to turn out, but I'm certainly going to try to stay positive and continue doing the things that I do. But yeah, maybe it's time for me to think about spending some time abroad, right? I'm not saying forever, but I'm saying maybe it's time to spend a little bit of time abroad and just see what the world has to offer. I still think America is the greatest country in the world for opportunity. I mean, if you're someone trying to build wealth and, get your wealth up, there's no greater place in the world to do it other than America. And like I said, for me, it provided the best quality of life. And it may still provide the best quality of life. Maybe there's no other place out there in the world that can match this quality of life. But I think I want to at least try to get out there and see what's out there. Again, America is amazing. That's my country. I'm a proud American, and I will always be a proud American, no matter what they try to take from me. I'm still going to always be grateful for America. This is a country my ancestors built. This is a country that I helped build. I paid taxes all of my working life. I paid taxes into America, happily paid the taxes because I felt like it was the right thing to do. I don't mind paying taxes to help the less fortunate. I don't. I have no problem with that. But it seems as though things are just going sideways, in my opinion. When we should be focused on the less fortunate, it doesn't appear that we are anymore. And that's just my opinion, guys. And again, this is not political. This is just my feelings on what I feel is happening in our great country. Now, the people have an option to try and change that, right? Or we can just sit here on the sideline and do nothing. But as far as I'm concerned, my goal here is to try to help provide financial information to people so that they can chase that wealth, because I still believe that wealth thing is what saves you, because there won't be any social safety nets anymore, at least anytime soon in our country. Those social safety nets, in my opinion, are being eroded and wiped away. There's, it's just a lot of stuff going on, man. And I'm just trying to figure out, where do I fit into all of this? And again, I'm not complaining that I don't have a great life. I do. I'm just starting to feel, from a mental standpoint, that I can feel the deterioration in my quality of life. And all I'm saying is maybe that's a sign for me to go just look around, just take some trips, explore some different areas of the world, and see if that could be an opportunity for me to grab a better quality of life at least part of the year. Maybe not the whole year. I got family here in America and I love my family. I have kids here in America, and of course I love my kids. So certainly I don't want to disappear and never come back, but I do want to decompress. Maybe that's the right word I'm looking for. Maybe I just need to decompress from all of this craziness and just recover mentally. Continue to build wealth and invest in big boy blue chips, and continue to, stay engaged and plugged into my Wealth Builders financial community on Patreon, of course. Continue to make the YouTube videos. I can make them anywhere in the world. But I've been watching some YouTubers who basically are Americans, but they live abroad. I mean, they basically just travel the world. They may be in Tokyo for 3 months. Then they may run over to the Philippines for 3 months. They may run over to Australia for 3 months. I've been watching some of these YouTube folks that do this type of traveling around the world and living in these different countries and these different cultures, and they're Americans. And a lot of these folks still invest in the stock market. They still maybe have real estate portfolios back here in America, but they've decided the quality of life here in America has deteriorated for them. So they've decided, okay, I'm gonna do something about it. So that was, that got me to thinking, Richard, maybe that's the right game plan. Maybe that's the right game plan. Maybe you just, sell all the cars, sell the main house, keep the second house, because I got to have somewhere to live when I do come back to America. If they allow me back in America, you know how things are going now. May not be allowed back in if you leave. Who knows? But if they let me back in, I'll need a house to live in. Need somewhere to live. So keep one house, sell the big house, sell the cars, liquidate it all, and then just get the passport together and pack me a little duffel. Don't need a bunch of stuff. Pack me a little duffel and get me a map out and figure out where's my first stop. Drop me some comments down in the comment box, man, and what y'all think about that. What do y'all think about this whole just traveling the world and seeing other cultures and trying to see, what's out there? Now, again, I've never lived in another country, so all I know is America. And don't get me wrong, again, I'm not complaining. America has been great to me for the majority of my 57 years. It's been amazing. But lately, these last 8 to 10 months have really been grinding me down on the mental. Just because I can't, everywhere you turn, it's something. It's something. One group of people pitted against another group of people. This political party against this political party. Well, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. People are just saying some of the most hateful things, guys. And it's just like, don't get me wrong, I stay out of that now. I don't be online picking battles with people. I don't do that. I don't get into other people's business. I stay in my own business. Y'all don't see me posting anything stupid. That's not my deal. My deal is to try to take care of myself and my family. That's my number one priority. My number one priority is not to save the world. The world got to save the world. Each individual do their part, then collectively we all do our part. But I can't save the world. My job is to save me and my family and try to protect us through assets that generate passive income. And my job at this stage of my life is to chase peace of mind, happiness, quality of life. At this stage of my life, I'm not going to sit here and try to fight all these battles that I'm just not going to do it. Right? I'm going to fight the battle of trying to take care of me and my family. That's the battle I'm going to fight first. And I'm not saying other people can't go out there and do whatever they want to do. They can. It's their life. You want to fight battles? Go ahead. I ain't got no problem with that. My whole thing is, when we look back on this thing, how was it created? How did all this start? How was it created? I'll tell you how it was created. In my opinion, the American people spoke. And we're in a situation now what we're in. So I can't, you know what I'm saying? I can't blame one person for it. I think the American people spoke back in November. They spoke. Right? So for me, I'm not blaming anybody. I'm not pointing fingers at anybody. I'm just trying to find my quality of life, my peace of mind, my tranquility. And like I said, maybe it's traveling around the country, not the country, but the world, and just trying to figure out, is that a lifestyle that I want to, pursue? Y'all often have heard me talk about the Caribbean. I'd love to head out to the Caribbean and find one of those remote islands. Now, don't get me wrong, got to have the creature comforts, got to have the internet and running water and electricity and some amenities. But I don't want to be on some commercial type island. I want to be on an island with just normal people and try that for a little bit, right? That's one of my dreams. Also, one of my dreams is to go to Greece, to go to Rome, right? Just to do some traveling, maybe go to Australia. So that's where I'm at, guys. Again, this is no attack on America. I love America. It's the greatest country in the world. But I got to admit, over these last, like I said, 8 to 10 months, things have shifted in my quality of life from my mental standpoint. And for me, guys, that's the most important thing, man. I got to keep the mental intact. And I got to find that peace. In order for me to survive this thing, I got to have that peace. Drop me some comments, man, and let me know what y'all think. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing, share the video, smash the like button. Thoughts become things. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands. You guys keep chasing your greatness. Never stop believing in yourself. Stay healthy, get wealthy, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace. Moomoo is going to give you some NVIDIA stock when you open up a new Moomoo brokerage account and make a deposit. All you got to do is get down to the first link in the description box. That's the Moomoo brokerage link. Click on it and get all the details on how you can get some NVIDIA stock. Don't delay, act today. Second link down in the description box is the Wealth Builders Financial Community on Patreon. Guys, all we do in that community is help each other build wealth, get to financial freedom and passive income. If you want to be a part of our team, all you got to do is click on that second link. It'll take you over to Patreon, and then come sign up for the fastest growing financial community on Patreon. We'll call the Wealth Builders.